Hello, my name is Courtney Felton. Thank you for being here today. This session is going to be an update to what's been going on, an introduction to new people, and then our next 3 sessions are going to be our regular summer series presentations for you about what's working in instructional design and what good things are, good practices moving forward.
Hi, everybody. I am Crystal Butler. I am going to talk to you. I'm the treasurer, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about where we are, legally speaking. In February of 2020, we filed our paperwork with the state of Alabama, which we registered as a domestic nonprofit corporation with the state. Shortly after that, pandemic hit, and so there was a bit of a delay, but later in 2020, we filed the paperwork with the IRS to be recognized as a 501c3. And the IRS was processing things slowly, like most of us were at that point. And we didn't hear back from them until January. They requested some more information. That was January of this year. And finally, in February, they sent us a letter. Actually, I think the letter was dated March 4th. They sent us a letter recognizing or acknowledging our status as a 501c3. But the effective date of that status, it dates back to February of 2020 when we first registered with the state. So we are officially a nonprofit with the state, with the IRS. That means if you'd like to make donations, contributions toward our conferences and so forth, they are tax deductible. In addition, membership dues will be tax deductible as well. So we're all very glad to get that going. You can see our PayPal account there. You can also use our email address to find our PayPal, which is alabamaidnetwork@gmail.com. And there's our tax ID number. You will receive a receipt for any donations and for your membership fees. So yay, that's where we are legally speaking.
I think this one's me. I tell you what, I'm so excited about having all the paperwork done and just us going ahead and getting all of that together. It's just very exciting. I'm over here mentally doing cartwheels. Okay. All right. So now we would like to introduce you to the 2021 officers. You should see all of them listed on the screen. Courtney Felton is our president extraordinaire. And then myself, Catherine Jarnigan, I'm the vice president. Sarah Ramaya is our secretary. Crystal Butler, that you just heard from, is our treasurer. Rayanne Bailey is our marketing coordinator. She's been the one posting on Facebook and helping to get the word out about summer series. And Dawn Dunaway is our events coordinator, sending emails to all of you guys. And then Courtney Garza is our membership coordinator. So we are so excited to have a few more hands on board to be able to help develop and continue a lot of the opportunities that we have been working on over the past couple of years and in the upcoming years. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide. Awesome. Okay. So over the past few years, a lot of you have seen myself and Courtney and Crystal and Courtney Garza. We have 2 Courtneys. So we want to set some time aside for you to get to know the new faces on for our officers. And I guess we'll take a minute or 2 and let each one of them kind of introduce themselves and give a little bit of background, where you work, what you do, all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm going to say, let's start with Rayanne and then go to Dawn and then Sarah.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Or good afternoon, I suppose, since it is noon now. My name is Rayanne Bailey. I am the marketing coordinator, and I am working at UAB as an administrative systems instructor and designer in the financial affairs department and organization here. And I'm super excited to be with you guys, to work all the socials, and feel free to reach out if you need anything or have questions.
Hello, everybody. I'm Dawn Dunaway, and I'm the instructional designer at Gadsden State, and I'm very happy to be the events coordinator for the Design Network of Alabama. And I am really excited about all the new things we're going to add to what we already do and make them exciting. Hopefully we'll have some face-to-face soon so we can all be together, but virtual is just fine. And we're going to make a fantastic presentation for you in the summer series. And I invite you all to mark your calendars to make sure you come to the next session.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sarah Amaya, curriculum design strategist, and I work for Medical Society here in Vestavia. I am very excited to be a part of AIDN and also to be a part of the first officers group. Thank you.
All right, great. Well, we're going to have a little bit of fun to help everyone get to know our new officers. And so we also ask for a little bit of audience participation. So I'm going to kick us off by asking just some fun questions, just to kind of get to know our new marketing events coordinators and the secretary. And so as I'm asking questions, if anybody joining us today wants to ask a question to our new AIDN officers, then throw it in the chat. So again, we'll just follow kind of the same order that we just went through. And we're going to kick us off. So ladies, why don't you tell us if you have any hobbies?
All right, so we'll maybe go in the same order. So I love music. I love to play music, listen to it. I play hand drums, which is sort of a random hobby, I guess. I was in a worship band for about 10 years in my home church in Georgia. So I play everything but drum set, which is a real bummer because I feel like that's the coolest thing to play if you're a drummer. I also run lighting at my local church. And that's a lot of fun for a creative outlet. And I have a little dog, so he takes up a lot of time. He is the baby, so he takes up most of any time that I would have for a hobby.
Okay, I guess that's me. So what I like to do when I'm not doing instructional designs, I love to garden. My most recent disaster was I planted about 1,000 tomato seeds this winter, thinking none of them would come up, and they all did. So now all of my friends have been given little gifts of tomatoes, and as many who would take more, I gave. I also love yoga. It makes me relax. I'm a pretty high-strung person, so everyone in the office benefits that I love yoga. And recently I've taken up camping, and I don't know if you know me very well, but I'm not really a camper. My idea of camping usually is the Hilton, but my husband loves nature and so do I. I love to hike, so we're trying to be campers. So that's my latest hobby, and I'll keep you posted how that goes.
So the past 5 years, my top hobby has been cooking, primarily because we moved as a family from India, and I lost limbs with the available family that could provide us with food. So I would say it's not just cooking, but it's fusion cooking, and that's what you call when you don't know what to make or don't know what to call what you make in Indian food, or you don't know what to call it. So fusion cooking, and then I explored more about it, and there is a thing called fusion cooking. So I now can go look up fusion food or fusion Indian food and try and cook that. And apart from that, because we moved to Birmingham, Alabama, we are exploring this place. So our weekends, we hike, we travel some, try to get to know where we live.
So from now on, Sarah, I'm going to call every time I cook, I'm just going to say it's fusion.
Yes, because you don't know what it's called.
Yeah, just what are we having for tonight?
Fusion.
It's fusion.
Hey, I'm willing to be a guinea pig anytime you need a taste tester or anything, Sarah. Just saying.
Yeah, Sanford's just about 10 minutes from where I work.
We should. Okay. All right. So what is your favorite vacation spot?
That's tough because I don't vacation, which is a problem, you see. So if y'all have suggestions, I'm open. I like the mountains a lot. So a friend and I, he kind of grew up going to Gatlinburg, and so he'll take me up there. We go to Pigeon Forge and Dollywood. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, maybe that needs to be a new hobby, is figuring out where I want to vacation for fun. I would love to like go to Vancouver and Canada. That sounds like a lot of fun. Somewhere cold and not the surface of the sun hot like it's about to be in Alabama?
I was about to say New Orleans, but that's definitely surface of the sun hot.
It is surface of the sun hot. And
I do like to
muggy. Oh,
vacation.
no. It's great food though. Maybe we can take Sarah there and we can like
Music.
Indian like Cajun fusion. That would be delicious.
That'd be interesting.
Aiden road trip.
Cajun Indian fusion. I'm a wuss when it comes to spice. So
Oh man, it's the best. That, well, you know what? That's my ideal vacation, is to go eat my way through a city. Like that sounds like the most fun. Yeah. Dawn, what about you?
Like about anywhere with the beach. But one of my favorite places that I've been is in the North Fork of Long Island, which is on an island just past or just off the east coast of New York. And the reason why I love it the best is that it not only has a beach with like almost no one there, which is fantastic, but it also has a wine trail. So if you can combine drinking and being at the beach, that's my vacation.
So for me, my all-time favorite is the beach because I grew up in the city with a landlocked city. So it doesn't matter if it's rugged, if it's glass beach or any beach. There's a water body and it's waves. I think I'll enjoy that. I'm going to answer Crystal's question. So I would call what brought me to Birmingham, I would call it early midlife crisis. I had a successful instructional design career in Bangalore, India. I was working for Accenture. I was doing a bunch of stuff, asking a bunch of questions, and most of my managers had no answers. They were like, this is how we always do it. And so I was like, why are we always doing it this way? And they'd always remind me and say, instructional design is a niche career. It's really relatively new. And so that sparked my interest in getting my master's. So I moved to Birmingham also because my sister lives here. I did my master's at Sanford University, and that's where I met Catherine. And now I'm on my journey still. I'm on my second year in PhD instructional design at the University of Alabama.
Oh, nice, nice.
So I just popped in the chat the wine trail, but unfortunately I said wine train. I guess autocorrect has struck again. So anyway, just in case anybody's wondering up north.
If there is also a wine train, I want to know about that too.
I would like that would be ideal. Yes,
Yeah.
there is no wine train.
Okay, so let's see, what's my next question? Are you an early bird or a night owl?
I'm an early
I think
bird.
I'm one of those. Oh, are you?
Go ahead, Rand.
No, you're good. I wish I was an early bird. I feel like a mid-afternoon pigeon. Like I'm not real sure what. I'm not sure what I am, but neither one. Like I want to go to bed early, but I also want to sleep late. So just the middle of the day is really the most profitable time for me.
I'm an early bird, and it's quite a problem at my house because my husband is a late riser. So yeah, it's tricky. You need to be on the same schedule, but oh well, guess he's going to wake up early.
Roger said to sign him up for the wine train, so I think we should have an AIDN conference on a wine train.
Oh, I think that's a
Fusion
great
wine
idea.
train.
This will be our spring.
This
Or
will be our
unconference.
fourth type of event.
I'll be happy to lead the wine train. In one of my former jobs, I was a marketing coordinator for a wine importer, and they sent me to wine school, which is fantastic. It was conducted by the World Trade Center Windows on the World before it went down in flames. But so if anyone wants to go on a wine train, I'll be happy to put together a tasting menu and selection for us.
I think that's a great idea. I'm on board. That's a fall forum I would really enjoy, I think.
On board, no
Oh,
pun intended.
yes. Like I like that fun.
Awesome. All right, Sarah.
Sarah, what's your
are you an early
rising
bird?
status?
Are you a night owl? What are you? Are you what did you call it, Rayanne? A midday pigeon?
I love that.
A mid-afternoon pigeon.
Mid-afternoon pigeon?
I would say I'm an all-nighter. I tend to work, or I have the highest levels of energy when everybody else is asleep and I can focus. So late night to early morning.
See, if you can just be an early bird and get up before everybody else, it's still kind of the same.
Or stay up and sleep when everybody's up and going about.
Okay. Again, for those of you out there, I've been trying to check the chat and make sure, but if anyone wants to throw questions in the chat, feel free. I think I've only got one or two more. Okay. If you are a sports fan, what is your favorite team?
I love college football, and I'm a huge Texas Aggies fan, and really anything. Like, I've just loved football in general. If it's the fall, there should be a game on. I don't care who's playing. Football is it. I like to watch baseball in person, mainly to drink and eat hot dogs. And I also love basketball in person. That's a lot of fun. Women's basketball, tons of fun.
See, I like
My husband is a giant. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's my only thing about like the court sports, like basketball, the tennis shoes on the floor. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. Like I can't.
Oh, yeah.
So it kind of makes
that squeak.
All right, go ahead, Dawn.
So my husband's a Raiders fan. So every Sunday during football season, he is decked out. He thinks that they won't win or even show up for the game, I guess, unless he puts on his Raiders jersey. Like, that matters, but we won't tell him. So we are Raider fans in our house. We're also Alabama fans. So to watch, we love football. I just like watching it. I know, whatever, it's fun for me. And basically for the same reasons as Brianna, I can eat and drink hot dogs and just crap foods I would normally not eat, but I can make an excuse. It's the game. You can't have tofu with the game. So, it's burgers and hot dogs, nachos, it's all over there. But to play a sport, I love tennis. So if I'm a fan, football, playing it myself, tennis.
So my first year here, we were invited for Thanksgiving to watch football. And us being big football fans, we're very excited to attend, only to learn that football is not soccer that the rest of the world calls it. Football is American football. So we had to learn the game. And I think our host was not very excited about teaching newbies the game, but they rather wanted to watch. So we've started to enjoy American football, or football that we call it now here. No special or favorite teams yet, but we're heading there.
I recommend the Crimson Tide.
That's where we're leaning towards.
You could do worse, I'll tell you that.
Okay, well, this is my last question that I've got, unless anyone else wants to throw something in the chat. What is your favorite, this one's a little more serious, it's not as fun, but maybe it could be. What is your favorite learning tool? Since we're all in
Favorite learning tool? Oh, no, I'm going to think on that. Maybe Sarah. Sarah, you go first.
I have tools.
You're in the process of all of this learning.
I know. So my new favorite is the Adobe XD. It's a prototyping tool. But I think in terms of like learning tool, the Rise is my top favorite. Rise 360.
Boys.
Dawn, do you have a favorite? I do, but first I got to ask Sarah, what is that last one you said? What is that?
Rise.
Articulate Rise.
Articulate Rise, or Rise 360, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with that one, so you have to tell us all about it.
It's a web authoring tool. It comes with your Storyline. If you take Articulate a subscription, it comes with that. It's very easy to learn. It's very user-friendly. Yeah, you should give it a try. You will love it. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. Well, one of my favorites, of course, it's very basic because everyone can use it, is Google Slides. I know that sounds like just a mediocre tool or just like a basic tool, but it is just so fantastic because it can be used in so many different ways. And the instructors can pick it right up and run with it, which makes me very happy. But the other one that I've been getting exciting about lately is Edpuzzle. Are you guys familiar with Edpuzzle?
I haven't heard of that.
Somewhat. I've heard of it. I haven't played with it a whole lot.
Well, it's really fantastic. There's a really good free version that allows you to have up to 20 videos per account. And it makes any video that you have into an interactive quiz. And you can post it on YouTube. They also have pre-made videos. You can take any video from several different, like Khan Academy, YouTube, and make your own little quiz so you know if your students are engaging with it. So to me, it's a really useful tool to take video from a passive activity to an interactive activity. And it's super easy to use. It integrates with our LMS, which is Blackboard. It also integrates with Canvas, and it goes straight into the gradebook. We started out with the free version, and now we're moving into the paid version. And the paid version, get this, for the whole 4 campuses, is only $1,800. So we were like, woo-hoo, we can swing that. And that's unlimited videos. So that's one of that I've gotten really excited about, along with Flipgrid, which uses video as a discussion tool. So those are my 3 favorites: Google Slides, Edpuzzle, and Flipgrid. And if you ask me in about 20 minutes, I'll probably have a different selection.
Okay.
That's
That
awesome.
puzzle sounds amazing.
Yeah. You saying that made me think. So I worked in corporate healthcare information technology before coming to UAB. So I don't work directly with faculty here. I teach accountants. So they're not really as enthused about the learning situation maybe as those in the corporate world trying to learn some things for their job. However, we use Kahoot. I don't know if anybody's heard of that. Kahoot. A lot of like Spanish teachers used to use it. It's like a flip card that you can use. So I use that in my classes. And it's super easy for managers or other instructors to create their own games or flashcards or things. And as far as like learning tools in order to create content, we use Camtasia here on my side to create our video content, any of our e-learnings and things like that. So we haven't gotten quite as fancy on this side of UAB to get Storyline yet, but I'm pushing for it. So that's my next adventure, is to see if I can swing that, because it's an incredible authoring tool.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, thank you, ladies. We just had a little fun. It was fun getting to know all of you just a little bit more, and we definitely look forward to working with you and creating all the upcoming events and opportunities for our members. So, and if anyone has any questions they want to ask throughout the rest of today's session, just throw it in the chat. We can circle back to it at the end. So, AIDN membership. One thing that we do want to do is go over our membership classifications and kind of the future plans for those membership levels. And so we wanted to take a few minutes to discuss kind of the upcoming plans for all of that. So you should be seeing right now a nice chart that we put together for the membership classifications. Up until now, we have been able to kind of get things off the ground, just kind of working with what we had, but to create a more, I guess, stable financial structure, we are now going to start having membership dues and different classifications. So these will start July 1st of 2021 for the 2021 to 2022 year. And I'm just going to go through these. So the first one listed is the InState Member. Of course, we created AIDN as the Alabama Instructional Design Network to be able to offer opportunities for statewide instructional designers. And so that's why we were wanting to separate in-state and out-of-state members. So as an in-state member, that person would get voting rights, be able to serve on committees, and can hold office. And an out-of-state member, which we still want to be able to collaborate and connect with and learn from other instructional designers and those in the field from other places outside of Alabama. That membership classification would not hold voting rights, because we want to make sure that IDs in the state, we created it for those in the state, and we want those to have a voice in what happens with AIDN. And so out-of-state members do not hold voting rights, but they can serve on committees, but they cannot hold offices or hold an office. We also wanted to have an option for student members. The instructional design field is definitely becoming more popular, and there are more people turning to enter into the field and getting degrees in the field. So we wanted to have a student member option. A student member would not be able to vote, but they could serve on a committee, but would not be able to hold an office. The supporting member, which this would be more for those that have a connection to instructional design, but maybe are not currently instructional designers. So maybe supervisors of instructional design departments or something along those lines would be a supporting member. They would not hold voting rights. They can serve on committees, but they cannot hold an office. And if you'll notice, all 4 of these classifications for this year are all $35. And these members would be able to receive discounts on future events. Again, to be able to have a little more financial stability in what we're able to offer for AIDN. You know, we may have some events coming up where there may be a charge to attend. So these members would be able to get a discount on those events. The last one listed, which we are excited about, is the lifetime member. This is one that's not available right now. And this is because if you read through the bylaws, this is someone that has been an active member for 10 years. And well, AIDN's not quite 10 years old yet. So once we get to that point, hopefully we'll be able to get this set up and be an option. But as a lifetime member in the future, that person would be able to vote, serve on committees, and hold office. So fingers crossed, when we get to that point, we'll be excited to offer that as a membership classification as well. So if you have any questions about these, feel free to throw them in the chat, or you can always email us at alabamaidnetwork@gmail.com. So,
Crystal, Catherine, before you move on, there was one thing I wanted to add to this. When you were talking about all of the membership levels, prices being the same here, we just wanted to reiterate that this is for this year. And so what we were trying to do this year is kind of honor the people who have been with us from the beginning, who have been with us before we were official. So this is actually a discounted price. We wanted everybody to be flat at the same level so that everybody could get in based at, equally based on what their current status would be. But this is the only year that there will be this amount of this similarity between membership fees. So they will change for 2022. So I just wanted to reiterate that.
yes. Okay.
All right, this is an exciting part. So one of the most fun things I feel like about either belonging to a group or an organization is being able to have swag, right? So we have created a Redbubble website and a store that currently contains some things that you guys are able to purchase and check out and see maybe what you're interested in. And we've also kind of thought ahead to maybe different products that will be offered down the line. So what I want to do is share my screen with you, and we will check out the Redbubble store in real time so you can see where to go, what it looks like, and how you will find it. So let's see here. I'm going to share that. And those things go away. All right, so you guys should see the Redbubble front page. Everybody tracking so far? Yes, okay. Catherine's nodding at me. Excellent. So redbubble.com will take you to the front page of Redbubble, and you can go up here and search. There's a couple of different ways that you can find us, but Alabama ID Network will work. Well, all you're going to see here is the sticker. There is an option if you click on it. This is not the only thing available. Don't be concerned. If you click on the sticker, it will take you here. You can see some pricing, and there is a spot to view the shop. So you can view Alabama Instructional Design Network's shop, which will take you here, shop products, shop all products. So you can see we've got one design currently, which also may change in the future if we have special events or special designs that we want to put out for you guys. You have a little variety, a little spice. Currently 24 products, and you guys can see that they're all listed here. And the current pricing, what we've done is we have pulled our discount to 10%. So right now, so for now through July, the end of July, I believe that is correct. We are offering 10% off everything in the shop, and that's reflected in these prices here. So after August 1st, from beginning August 1, your prices are going to increase 10%. So go ahead and get your swag now. You can get that discount price and everything that you see here. So colors are editable. So if you want this tri-blend t-shirt, you don't want it in this gray color, you can go in here and see, oh, there's 8 color options. Pick whatever speaks to you. Something in some sort of, I mean, you guys are all professional designers. I don't know that you would want a purple shirt, but if that's your speed, you do you. But something that matches with the design. And yeah, so that's available for you. There's t-shirts, there's coffee mugs, stickers, a tote bag. We're all coffee drinkers, so there's some coffee options, water bottles, and magnets. So that's available to you. And if you enter your email address, Redbubble will send you another 10% off and some other promos. So that is available to you. And that's our current merchandise setup. You guys be on the lookout for other things we might send your way. Now we'll stop my sharing and let Courtney go back to the presentation for us.
Okay, so we have some upcoming sessions that we want everyone to be aware of. We have our next session. We're skipping next week because the 4th of July, we figure everyone will go out and eat some hot dogs and hamburgers and blow up some stuff. So we'll have our next session, July the 9th, and it's going to be Bored to Tears, Restructure Classes and Flip Meetings for Engagement. And then on July 16th, we're going to have Dr. Derek Griffey, who also is my boss, come in from Gadsden State. He's going to talk about the best practices from online teaching at its best, and merging instructional design with teaching and learning research. And I think that he's going to bring some great ideas for exactly how to do this. So it's not going to be theory, it's going to be practical, instructional methods right into practice. And then Sarah is going to give our presentation on July 23rd. And Sarah, would you like to give us a little bit of a scoop of what we're going to learn on the 23rd?
Sure, a little scoop for sure. So I serve a learner group that don't have higher ed requirements. They're continuing education. Some of them don't have medical credits to claim. And so I still have to cater so they continuously learn and stay abreast on medical practices and documents. And so I'm going to be talking about how we take these big ideas and provide small learnings that medical professionals can learn on the go.
Awesome. So I think we have a great series coming up, and I hope that you'll all mark your calendars off, tell your friends to come and join us, and should be a great sessions.
So to learn more and find out what we're up to, connect with us. We have our website, and we're available on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And all our videos are up and available on YouTube. So follow us for updates, collaborate with us, and we hope to see you on our social media channels.
So I wanted to give an opportunity for anybody to ask questions about anything that we've talked about in terms of AIDN so far. And then Dawn has an external opportunity to talk about, but I just wanted to give a minute to give people an opportunity in chat to ask any questions that they have. We're very excited. Catherine, Crystal, Courtney G, and I are very excited to see how much AIDN has grown. And we hope that you are also excited, especially those of you who have been with us from the beginning. I know that in early days, things were moving kind of slowly, and now we're excited that we have people on board to help us, and we have the opportunity to really make this grow and to serve the to serve designers throughout Alabama. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop those in the chat. If you have any questions after this, then feel free to reach out to us and email us or post on any of our social media outlets. We will share this information. Like I said at the beginning, we will post this session on our YouTube channel, make this video available. We will also post membership information through our networks. We will be sending out a new membership form that everyone will need to fill out so that we can clean up our membership lists, get new people added who have joined us recently and all of those things. So there's a lot of maintenance that we're going to have coming up. So even if you have filled out a membership form, we will ask you to fill out one again. And so that information will be posted and sent out shortly so that everybody can get in and join us, and we can start planning for our fall forum, which we are anticipating having in person unless anything changes with COVID and numbers go back up. We are anticipating having it in person, and we want to make sure that we can provide everybody the opportunity that they need to, or that they can have to learn new practices and have the best experience possible. We've been very blessed in the past with UA support and Sanford support so that we've been able to do things almost for free. For our board members, we've been paying for things kind of out of pocket for the past couple of years. So we, again, are going to be doing things that we can do to raise money to start having more things, but be able to have a little more mobility in where we go. We'd like to have some things kind of more in the south of Alabama to cater to the IDs there. So all of those things, we have all of these ideas and things that are coming up. So I hope that you will join us officially through our new membership form and support us and stick around for what we have coming up soon. So Dawn, with that, we can bring up your slide.
Brittany, I'd like to say something while you're pulling that up.
Absolutely.
About our fall forum. You know, you guys know that we've created this organization to help us all out with networking and learning from each other. And it would be great if you guys would start putting some thought into what you would like to have available at fall forum. Send us your input, send us your ideas. We need your creativity. We need your thoughts. We need to know what y'all need from this organization. As we're starting to plan the fall forum, we'd really like to hear your input on that, because we can design it to best meet the needs of all of us. And so we'd appreciate whatever input you have.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that we spend a lot of time doing is trying to figure out, anticipate what would be the most beneficial to you guys. So we are absolutely open to getting ideas and feedback from you guys. So you should be able to see the slide now, Dawn.
Yes, we can see it. So this is an opportunity for anyone in our network who would like to be a panelist. The Alabama Community College system is trying to figure out what the role of an instructional designer is at many colleges, because many of our community colleges do not have instructional designers. So my academic dean, Dr. Leslie Worthington, is on the Instructional Officers Association Committee for ACCS, and they're having a meeting on July 15th where they would like to have a panel of instructional designers come and explain how and the role of an instructional designer before a course is designed, while it's being designed, and then after it's designed to ensure course quality. And so I thought I would reach out to you guys because I think that we have a great pool here to really give them an idea of what we do. I work at Gadsden State Community College, as you know, I told you before. But so Gadsden is one of the only community colleges that has an instructional designer. So all the instructional deans are going to come together on July 15th and ask questions to a panel. And I'm asking you guys to be a part of that. It's going to be at Lawson State Community College, which is in Birmingham. I've never been there, but if you're in the Birmingham area, or if you know an instructional designer who is in the Birmingham area, please ask them to get in touch with me. I've put a link in our chat to where you can sign up to be one of our panelists. And let's go and tell them what all we do and explain why we're important, so that we, one, create more jobs, and two, give them an idea of just how important it is to have an instructional designer in place to support the faculty and allow them to have better student success through instructional design.
Absolutely.
So, what was that?
I'm sorry. I was just agreeing how important that is to have a designer, and I think this is a very important panel to make that point. So I'm sorry I interrupted you though.
Oh no, you're good. And I'm
the
sure many
amen
of you
corner.
know that higher ed instructors don't necessarily may or may not have, but most of them have not ever really had instruction on how to create a course. So they've gone through their subject matter training and gone all the way to the doctorate level, but may have never have had any pedagogical experience. So having someone in that role really makes their job so much easier and takes the burden of the framework, the structure, the what happens, and allows them to concentrate on being the subject matter expert. And I just want to bring that point across to our academic deans across the community college system. And I want your help.
All right, if there are any questions about that, please let us know, or Dawn, if they have any questions, will you drop your personal email in the chat that you want them to contact if they have any individual questions to follow up with you?
Dawn, did you want to say something about the link and what browser is best to use?
Yes, we discovered what I've dropped in the chat is a Google form. We found that if you use Microsoft Edge to open it, it works the best. It will work through Chrome, but it's a little bit buggy for some people. So if you have a choice, use Edge. But if for any reason it's not working for you, please just email me and I will take your information just through email. But we just want to get like at least 4 or 5 instructional designers to come and help me explain how important we are.
Great. I think this is a great opportunity. Those of us who've worked in instructional design know that a lot of instructional design is a sales job. I tell new designers that all the time, that we really have to sell people on why we're important and necessary in what we can do. And I know after people work with us, they're like, oh, this is fabulous. This is great to have. And so any opportunity to kind of spread that importance, like Crystal was saying, is absolutely awesome, I think, especially when you can talk to people who are decision makers. So if you're interested and have some experience, we hope that you will fill out that survey. So that's all we have for you today. I don't see any questions coming in for the chat and through the chat about questions about what's coming up or anything that we've talked about today. So we hope you enjoy your 4th of July weekend next weekend, and then we'll see you back in 2 weeks to get some practical practice and tips from some of our colleagues. So thank you for joining us, and we'll go ahead and end our session for today. But if anything comes up and you want to ask any questions, please feel free to reach out to us through our social media or email, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.